Afternoon all. Now Tuesday afternoon, second test ride of the day after my load of MOTs and servicing I've done this morning. We're back out on this. This is a black LXR, second one that is going out of our showroom. We've got more coming, and we've got some LXR SEs coming as well. 3 more bikes turned up today, so we've now got Michigans, we've now got an LSZ that has been ordered for a customer, and also another Aura. The Auras are flying out the door at the moment. So we are down at Dobby's. Black and gold LXR. Slightly different on the fairing panels. I've changed all that up. Seats slightly different as well. Nice stitched seat on these as well. And while we're down here, let's check out the sticker board, which is going very well. If you happen to be a motovlogger or you've got some stickers, bring them down and stick them on my sticker board there, because it would come in very, very handy. And it's all nicely cleaned up. They've sent me loads and loads of stickers. Apart from someone's dumped a trolley now. Yes, the old Dobby's garden trolley is over here, and they have tidied up a little bit, but they haven't brushed up the gravel. Be nice if they were to actually clean up their EV park. Right, 0.9 miles on the bike. Let's get out, let's have a ride, and we're going to go a different route. Where are we going today? We're on a magical mystery tour, which is what we did on Sunday. If you are on a bike, don't use Google Maps, because it is absolutely crap. It really is. It sends you the weirdest routes. I thought, right, we're out Sunday. We went down to Lumi's. We'll do a ride. I will jump in front of the bike pack and get a flyby. And my Google Maps said turn right at the next roundabout. That's where everyone's going. They all went straight on. I'm stood at the roundabout like an absolute numpty until they went round the roundabout twice, and I'm like, oh God, I've gone the wrong way. So, yeah, don't use Google Maps. It sends you the wrong place. But we had fun. We had a lot of fun. Now, LXR. All nicely pumped up on the tyres, and we are running 32 in the front, 34 in the rear. 5 litres of fuel will literally get you 1 bar. So massive great tank on this. I think it's 13.5 or 12.6, I can't remember. I think it's about 13.5 on the tank on one of these. More crap in the road. Watch out for that. We are going to do a right at this roundabout, and we're going to go a slightly different route. That's someone's wheel arch liner there. Isn't it nice to see how they clean the roads up for me? That's our Motoserve people. Wonder why he was waving out of his side window at me. So we are going to go and do a little bit of a scenic, magical mystery tour. Now, check my shoulder. I am going to filter. Round the corner, and we are going to go this way for a change. Back to position 1. Tuck myself out the way. And I do like them, the old Land Rover Defenders. Great bit of kit, apart from, yeah, smoky diesel. But you can't beat good old Land Rover. Love them. The sky isn't looking very nice either, so I'm just hoping we can get test ride done. Noddy nod. Before the rain kicks in. It's getting breezy already. Rain is incoming. So, just up there is RB's village, Little Brick Hill. Love the place. And this all used to be a farmland down here for the farmer. And he sold it all. He sold all the land to the developers. The only thing was, they bought the land and built the houses, and then realised that they'd actually built the houses on a floodplain. That is a local floodplain that all the water rolls off the hill, so all them houses have been built on a floodplain. So they've had to put extra drainage in, but obviously when the river floods, God help you if you've got a house that is 100 yards from that river, but because the water comes up about 300 yards. We'll find out. And everyone's going to be, my garden's flooded. Serves you right. Shouldn't have built a house that was built on a floodplain. But I suppose they've got to build houses somewhere. The new thing at the moment, everybody is sponsoring a roundabout. It's the in thing at the moment. Let's sponsor a roundabout. Can't see the point in that. Bit of advertising, but you don't look at it when you're going round the roundabout. Not unless you have a quick glance and you're like, oh, yes. Oh, they're advertising that. I must remember the name. What was the phone number? Go round the roundabout again to get it. Absolutely pointless. Absolutely no idea why they've done that. Oh, horrible weather's closing in. We're at 41 mile an hour, position 1. I'm tucked in. There is loads of room for cars to get past me. That's why I'm tucked in here. And obviously matey boy in his car behind me is quite happy rolling along at 40 mile an hour. Numpty. Definitely a big headwind now, but the bike's holding up well. Like that. Yeah, there we go. And he's just overtook 2 cars. There goes the next one. And poor old matey boy that's tucked in behind me don't want to know. Right, we are going to do a right here. Check the shoulder and move. Rolling in the roundabout, check right. Yeah, they're all good to go. Drop a gear, keep my revs up. Now obviously the tyres on these are pretty darn good. They are Magsport tyres and they're good. They're alright, they do the job. And Jamie from Jamie's Biking Adventure has got Magsports on his. Now he got a hole in his tyre on Sunday and we managed to plug it. Put a tyre plug kit in it. And a lot of people have said, oh, tyre plugs all right. Yes, they are. Never have a problem with tyre plugs. As long as it's in the centre of the tyre, not the sidewall, you can plug any tyre. And someone said, well, you should be changing it. If you've plugged your tyre, you should be changing it all the time. As soon as you get a puncture, if you've got a brand new tyre and you get a puncture, you're going to put a plug in it. You're not going to go and spend another 200-300 quid on a rear wheel for a big bike, so you're going to stick a plug in it, or a mushroom plug. Is it going to hold? Absolutely. But always get it checked out by a garage. But I don't see a problem in using tyre plugs. Personally, I wouldn't use it long term, but for a quick fix and to get you home, yes. And then obviously if it's in the centre of a tyre, not a problem. Some people run on tyre plugs all the time for about 2-3 years, but it's individual choice. Personally, I wouldn't trust a tyre plug more than a couple of months. It's a get you home measure. That's what it was designed for. So Jamie's got a bit of life left in his tyre. He said it will hang around for a couple of months, then he'll change it out when the winter season comes in. So problem solved. Right, we have just been round. That is what they call the dreaded Lakes Estate. Now, back in the 80s, this was designed for all the what they call the London overspill. People coming up from London that had to work in Milton Keynes, save them going and staying in London, or people that wanted to commute to London that worked in the city that wanted to live in Milton Keynes. So they're all flat roof houses. Council spent a fortune doing the flat roofs every 10 years, but most people ended up buying their homes. And that, believe it or not, is Leon's school, where I used to go to school there when I was a wee nipper. Right, let's get some power on. Nice steady speed all the way down here, and then it's into the 30s, and the rain is just starting to come down. I am going to get wet in a minute. Luckily, I'm en route back to the garage, and you have to watch out for these. They've gone and chucked these stupid speed bumps up again. And lo and behold, where the green bit of grass was, they've now gone and put, yet again, more houses. Yeah, loads more houses being built, all on the edge of the estate. And the only place to do it was knock the garages down and build houses there. That used to be Arrow's Formula 1 racing until they moved. So a little bit of a scenic route today in the rain. I've probably got water all over the front of the camera at the moment, so we'll get around this corner and we will have a little wipe like so. There we go. And the other question that someone asked me, said, oh, you don't use GoPro anymore? No, absolutely detest GoPro. GoPro were a good camera about 5 years ago, and there are a lot more action cameras out there designed now for motorcycle riding, not for just action shooting. GoPro is good for action shooting, but it's absolutely crap if you're a motorcycle vlogger. And everybody now uses DJI. And obviously the best thing with the DJI, voice controlled, very easy to do. Great place to put a van. Right, let's go. So yeah, we use DJI now on the bike. I have an Osmo 3 on my Tiger facing at me. On the crash helmet, the Osmo 4. The Osmo 4 is the better camera, but if you can't afford it, get the Osmo 3. Noddy nod nod. Bless him. And then I've also got a backup Osmo 4 that is still in the box, brand new, that I don't use, but I will get round to fitting that, getting it out of the box in the next couple of weeks. So 3 cameras I have on my bike, B-roll on me, front facing camera on the crash helmet, and I shall probably stick one right on the back of the bike down where the pegs are, so you get some nice rear shots. And then obviously my intercom's only one place to go, and that is Cardo. I wouldn't use anything else apart from Cardo for my communications. Now, other cameras out are things like drift. You can use the drift cam, and Drift Ghost is a good one, which is what Simon GTR 1400 uses, and also Rhythmic Biker, I believe. But the Drift Ghost, very good camera. Right, we're going to turn right here, head to the garage. I am slightly damp. Ooh, nothing like being moist and succulent, as Toasty would say. We've got exactly the right amount of mileage, 6 miles on the bike by the time I get back to the garage. It leaves me 4 on the final day of testing. Watch that car wheel, is it moving? No, get past. And you have to be really aware when riding a bike of all these car drivers. Easiest way to check at a junction is look at their front wheel. Is the wheel moving? And make sure that you make eye contact with the driver. Have they seen you? And the other thing is obviously pedestrians. Watch out for pedestrians stepping off of curbs. Right, test ride on the LXR is all done, guys. Another test ride to come up in a couple of days' time on this one. Final test ride. But until then, be well, ride safe, and from RB, as always, it's a big goodbye from me.